This channel is supported by Truefire. Truefire is an online library
You can get the Truefire All Access Pass for as cheap as they ever do it, the $99 thing. So just jump and do that if you're looking for the best price that you can get Truefire All Access for. Pretty big news in the world of guitar digital technology now. Kemper, who at one stage I think were kind of leading the charge on this. I got a Kemper in about 2014, I believe. I guess you would say they've kept their hardware the same for absolutely donkey's years in terms of technology, right? But I think that was something that users really appreciated and got a lot of like free updates. This kind of changed with the Kemper Player, where there was suddenly this level where it's like you can pay to upgrade these things, and people had different feelings on that. This is the first time now in the life of the Kemper where I think that there's going to be this bifurcation of the Kemper Mark II space and the initial Kemper space, and it looks like there's going to be this like capability which, you know, if you get the Mark II you'll be able to access, but if you're still on Mark I, maybe upgrades are not going to be quite on the same level any longer. It looks like they've basically improved the hardware to some extent, like lighter weight. Definitely the processing, so it probably looks like they're using a different processor now. Same processor that's in the Kemper Player, interestingly, because that's going to be able to get these full Mark II improvements, as well as being now able to load up to 20 simultaneous effects. So for me personally, I never felt like the Kemper was particularly lacking in the effects side, but now the effects chain, you're going to be able to run 20 things. What I personally would have liked from Kemper, as a Kemper user back in the day, would have been the ability to load simultaneous Kemper profiles. So what I used to do back in the day was kind of just reamp with the same profile. So I'd have like a Blues Breaker profile, and then I'd have a profile of my own Mesa Boogie Nomad, and I used to kind of record those like over one another to get like a more complex sort of dual amping thing. It doesn't look like that's the route that Kemper have gone down. It's more kind of like a turbo tweak of the Kemper. I think it's going to be coming this summer. This was kind of a leak that I don't think anyone really saw coming. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'll show you the actual blurb from the Chinese website after this little bit of playing. But let me know your thoughts. New Kemper coming. Are you interested? Are you already a Kemper player? Are you someone who's going to be looking to upgrade? I'd love to know your thoughts. Is this enough of a change to make you think, actually, maybe I'll put my other modelers back away? Love to hear your thoughts. So Guitar Bomb have been the first to actually leak this properly, I think. So now we can read it in English, or not translated. So, new Kemper Profiler Mark II, more effects, 20 blocks, groundbreaking new profiling, faster performance and USB audio available now. Bold evolution of the profiler range. Boot times reduced to 20 seconds. Upgraded processing engine, that's at the heart of it. 8 effects blocks, new effects architecture, 20 simultaneous audio effect blocks running with 0 added signal latency. Cool. This is all what was in the Chinese article as well. The existing 10 audio blocks, spectral noise gate, transpose and volume pedal. This effectively provides a fully integrated gig-ready pedal board that boots in seconds, 20 seconds, and always remembers your settings. Okay, liquid profiling availability expected this summer. Extended testing. It meticulously analyzes over 100,000 individual frequency points for the most precise amp recreation ever achieved. Speaker updates. This is the new part coming as well. Seamlessly integrate the original amps, gain and tone controls. Interesting. Lighter and faster. Player now features 16 simultaneous effects as a free update and gain profiling capabilities. Nice. 8-channel USB audio, looping improved, and also the price is here. So it is official. A huge piece of news. It's, what, 15 years nearly since the Kemper first came out. It looks like, if we zoom in here, we have a new version of it, Mark II, coming out. I found this on the Kemper forum. It looks really like a little bit of a retweak. So think of this more like sort of like a fractal turbo type thing. Faster speed, more performance, and a no compromise design. Kemper Profiler Mark II series sets a new benchmark for tonal precision and smoothness to create the most complete futuristic music platform yet. Core upgrade, new processing engine. So reduces startup time to approximately 20 seconds and pushes the boundaries of performance in modern musical instruments with a number of innovative features. A new era of effects matrix, 20 modules in series. So that's pretty cool. Zero latency operation. That cannot be true. With the addition of 7 effects modules to the profiler, up to 20 audio effects modules can now be run simultaneously with zero signal latency. It's like having a complete pedal matrix at your feet, but only takes seconds to start, no complicated wiring, and no permanent memory required. New era of tone simulation, cutting edge technology released this summer. New tone simulation technology is now being tested with third-party sound vendors, so this will be why you won't hear etc. talking about this, because they work with Kemper, so they'll have signed NDAs for this stuff, most likely. Precise analysis of over 100,000 frequency points, the most accurate speaker simulation in history. Dynamic box resonance capture, the industry's longest and most complex impulse response technology is used to restore the real dynamics. So this is the liquid stuff, right? So this is coming across from Chinese, by the way. Seamlessly integrates the gain and timbre control of the original speaker so that a single timbraphone can be transformed into a fully dynamic live speaker. I think this is the liquid profiling, right? And hybrid modeling technology combines deterministic analog measurement with AI intelligent analysis to achieve unparalleled playing feel. So in-depth analysis of the new effect module, 7 classic pedal functions: noise gate, compressor, pure booster, vintage chorus, air chorus, and double tracker. Those already exist, right? Combined with the original 10 modules, users can now freely configure 20 simultaneous effects chains. Profiler Stage Mark II features a new lightweight aluminium that delivers military-grade durability while reducing weight, make it the most portable, full-featured profiler device available. Player users are upgraded synchronously. Profiler Player is already at the Mark II level and will receive new features with the upgrade of the Mark II series. Existing Profiler Player users will receive for free 16 sync effect modules, signal flow extensions, timbre emulation will be added soon, professional grade performance recording solution, loop recording time upgraded, interesting. Startup speed, preset switching, and interface responsiveness have been improved. That's cool. It largely looks like a reskin, right? But also upgrades to the actual internals. There's also a Profiler Mark II head, Profiler Mark II rack. But essentially, sort of like a turbo version of it. I don't know, let me know your thoughts in the comments if you're a Kemper user. Is this exciting to you? But it sounds like essentially there's an upgrade to the tone simulation, so captures will be improved, and maybe even the impulse response part, as well as the effects are getting an upgrade, as well as, and one of the things that I think that Kemper really did suffer from was those literal things that they've said they've improved, which were that using the unit itself was a little bit, it gets slower over time, right? And this is what they've improved: preset switching, startup speed, interface responsiveness. It doesn't really sound like they're fully leaving the older stuff behind, but it's a step that way, right? And this is the first time that there will be
I think like a part where older Kemper users are not getting this Mark II level unless they had the Player, right? So there's going to be upgrades now to newer hardware that for the first time older Kemper hardware users are not going to get, I think, right? Still big news.